Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about my project EcoGym, MaedaFitness Ecosystem. Ecosystem is written ECO6tem because I think it's cool. So this is my current project. I'm working. I'm in the core program of Founder Institute Miami. Today is 2nd May. The core program will start June 16th, 2026. I'm working on it. I'm getting some feedback before. I'm being proactive to get some feedback, some support, because I'm lonely on this. I have no experience as an entrepreneur. But before the core program starts, if you don't, sorry, I didn't mention, this is a startup accelerator program. So I get support from mentors, people with experience. And now I'm working with trying to be proactive to get some support, some feedback, but the program is not all ready. So I will start with how I get to this idea and how I was pivoting and how I went to the first phase. Something I learned in Founder Institute is that you have to start simple. The rule of one problem, one solution, one killer feature, and one revenue model. Not like simple. This is how you have to start, okay? And I'm prone to be complex, to things in ecosystems, complexity, And my idea starts with something, kind of simple, but that needs a lot of investment and infrastructure. It's kind of an asset-light business model, but it still requires some hardware. And this hardware, something exists, something requires research and development. As far as I've researched, it can be done. It's not like sending rockets to Jupiter. It's something that can be done, but it doesn't exist. And performance is not that high now, but it will set a new paradigm. And from that, so my vision is to be improved. Same way like electric cars started with a battery not that effective, but because that was set in, they were improvements, Same with solar panels, Someone starts with the idea, with the projects, and from that that started, the human talents focus on this. If no one starts, it won't improve. You know what I mean? So my idea starts. I'm a gym rat. Okay, I'm a fitness enthusiast. Okay, I will speak more nicely, a bit correct. I'm a fitness enthusiast. I go to the gym. I lift weights since I was like 14 years old. Now I'm 37. And I also have an engineering degree. So I kind of have this kind of mentality and also fitness mentality. And I was in the gym since I was, 20 or years old, thinking like, hey, this is energy, but this can be with, maybe you have put something, a device or a dynamo, and you can transform that energy into electricity, like the dynamos on the bikes that, gives energy to the little lantern. So something like that. And throughout the time when I was becoming an entrepreneur or changing that mindset, so I'm building a think tank. I have a lot of ideas registered, but it is my main idea, and this was one of my first ideas I had when I was like a child or teenager. But it was just an idea, like I didn't pay attention to it. But running the time, I start developing it and making it like a business idea, a business model. So the first idea of how EcoGym started was harvesting energy from the exercise in the gym and transforming it into electricity to save part of the cost of electricity from the gym. And like I said, this is, you can save probably from my research, not that much, but it's a start. It's a start. Okay? And some of that technology exists, some part has to be developed, but it's doable. Okay? And so I was still developing that and making it more complex. And I was thinking, okay, if when you recycle like a bottle of, the plastic, you get some cents, or when there is an excess of electricity produced by solar panels, the countries, I think Spain can have sold some electricity from solar panels to France or something like that. So why, if I am burning my calories and you are using my energy transformed into electricity for your benefit, for the business, so I'm doing this for you for free? No, to get paid. The point. And no, I was thinking, so my idea is to create a token backed by that energy. Same thing like money was backed by gold, and at some point also, like back then and now, is also backed by trust, because gold is still a piece of metal, that's it, it's not very useful, but people give this value to gold. Same with like a green piece of paper with 100 written in there. It's just a piece of paper, but the whole society gives this paper a value, so it's based on trust. So same thing on trust, but also backed by that electricity, that energy produced in the gym, to create a token, specific token like this. And then this way you create like some of my taglines or what I want to make this like a deep thing. Training never had so much purpose. So you have the purpose of training for your health, for looking good, for your confidence, for quality of life, what always was. But now you have a sustainability purpose. You feel you're contributing with your exercise to save, some to contaminate less, and also some financial, some monetary incentive, And another layer I implemented, and I will talk about this in another video, is a concept I called stock marketization. And to say it like shortly, this is like if you train at one point, you earn more, or if you do one machine instead of other machine, you earn more tokens than at other machine or at other time of the day. Same with the stock market. When you buy stock or shares, when you buy and you sell, it depends on the graphic. It costs you more or less, you know what I mean? So same principle. And I will talk about this because it has other applications, but this is mostly. And then I came to, again, I'm saying like it has many layers, okay? So I will try to be as simple as possible. And of course, the project starts with the most simple part, okay? But I'm starting like how I came to everything, From that part, I came to one idea or one concept, that this stock marketization regarding the how crowded the gym is. So like usually from 6 p.m. when people get out of work, or before going to work like 5 a.m., 6 a.m., the gym is crowded, but not at midday or very late in the night or on weekends. It's not that crowded. So if you train there, you get incentives. And the point is to when it's empty, not that empty. Some people don't like the gym very empty either. And when it's crowded, not that crowded. I calculated like it can be like maybe 15-35% less, like move like from the peak hours to the off-peak hours. Because some people can train at 6 p.m. and that's it, not everybody can choose, right? But some people do, so it's to incentive that. Also weekends, not you have some free days, so go to the gym that day and rest, try to balance that. And to promote that, and at the same time increasing retention, so the user wins and the gym wins. It's like, for example, okay, if you go at midday to the gym, you get $1. This $1 goes a 50% a discount in your next monthly payment of the membership, and the other 50% goes to a boucher. So you, during that month, the more times you go on weekends or on midday, so like the off-peak hours, you accumulate $1, so maybe like weekends $2 or whatever, but to make it simple. So then let's say for 1 month you save, or after a while you accumulate $50. You have $25 less in the next month payment, and you have a $25 accumulated as a boucher for partners, like supplements, meal preps, boutique, or whatever. You have discounts, so this is also beneficial for partners. And let's say, and this is another layer, it's a marketplace. Let's say you have $50 accumulated in boucher, okay? And I don't want to use it. I buy my own clothing. I don't use supplements for whatever reason. I just like food, whatever. So I don't use it, so I can sell it. And I sell $50 boucher for $20 cash or transaction within the app, or within the system to someone. So someone pays only $20 and get $50 to use in food or spa or whatever. So both wins. And at the same time, the gym wins because for every transaction, the gym takes, like, let's say $2. So this is like credit cards. When you use credit cards for every transaction, the bank gets a few cents or whatever. So this is like something, part of my insights of the way I approach ideas, and I'm creative. Also, I help other companies to create systems or improve their business through systems, or being creative and disruptive, is thinking like systems, like thinking like flows, like Rockefeller did, controlling the refinery of oil, also the wells of oil, also the train, the transport, controlling everything, like the whole system, the steel to make the trains and the ways. So this kind of mentality, or I think was, Fred Trump, the grandfather of Donald Trump, with the gold rush. He was not into taking gold or finding gold. He was thinking about what these are around, the tools to get the gold, or the buildings, or the houses, or the places to stay, or the food delivery, or everything around. In that way, he always wins. So some people get gold, some people don't, some people fail, some people success, but he always wins, because everybody, the winners and the losers, I don't want to use that word, but losers, but the winners and the people that with no success needs everything that he's providing. So he's thinking about the system, It's like controlling the table instead of the pieces. When you play chess, you control the whole table, And for every movement, for the flow, you always win a little, but everything, you know? So this is the point. Another layer, okay, yeah, it's too much, but also can be separated. And like I said, I'm explaining this is not a pitch, this is a YouTube video. Another layer, and this one covers the social part to also make a more engagement. This is, like I said, ecosystem, you know? That ecosystem has a peer-to-peer in the app. Let's say I put an ad that everybody can see. Tuesday, 2 p.m. I'm gonna train shoulders. I am intermediate level and it will last 1 hour. Someone sees, like, I join. So both meet and they train. So this creates some, I know this from experience. I trained since I was 14 and I'm a fitness coach as well. Some people don't go to the gym if they don't go either with a coach or with a partner. You know, it's like lazy to go alone, it's boring. And from studies, and this is, I mean, people, I think you can tell, people are more lonely than ever. You know, people today, nowadays are very lonely. And this is a way to find company, you know. You have no friends, or you have, or maybe your gym pal is not going to train that day, and you see, you put the ad, and you find someone, or you look and someone is there. I click or whatever, and I meet that person, and we train together. Then you find, you learn how to train, you socialize, you share. You know what I mean? So it's social and makes more retention, more satisfaction, more different experience, a better experience, you know. I think it's a good idea. I mean, that's why, I mean, it's my idea. So what can I say? Of course, any of these ideas, comment, and if you are an investor, advisor, you are able to be a co-founder or just to talk, share ideas. Fernando Maeda, M-A-E-D-A, is on LinkedIn. You can contact me on LinkedIn. I have many posts on this, my website there, about my insights about the business. I'm in early stage, okay? I'm in the ideation phase. And also Instagram, fernando.maeda4. Okay? So yeah, I think this is also another way to engagement. And also this can be combined with the monetary discount if you go with a peer on midday instead of at 6 p.m. But this is more complicated. Okay, next layer or next point that is in the app or in the platform, in the ecosystem, one chat, okay? This is now covering the coaching part, okay? In that chat you have like a lot of coaches. You can chat with them for free and they can give you advice for free. And of course you can arrange a session with them. You know, this marketing or psychological approach where you give value for free. A lot of influencers that sell something do that. They give value for free and the viewer get this sensation of gratitude, of reciprocity. It's like, oh, this guy's so cool, and I'm learning from him or from her, and even he's giving me advices to get money online or whatever. I want to buy his whatever he's selling, his services as a coach, or he's selling a product. I will be the gratitude. Hey, so same thing, like, hey, coach, what about this diet? What about this training? And he gives feedback for free, and then you create an engagement. And with this engagement, this trust can end up to a lead. So coaching fitness, at least here in the US, is very competitive. So this is a way to stand out, to have the chance to show your value. If you are better, it's more meritocratic. And there is also there is also a way. Another thing I learned from the owner of a gym I trained my whole life in Las Palmas, in Gran Canaria, in Spain. EcoGym is the name of the gym. The owner used to be coach fitness back then, and at one time speaking, sharing me his experience, he was like having the agenda full, and at one point he said like to some people like, I charge you a half and you train with me, so today I'm gonna train arms, train with me and I charge you a half. So he's gonna train anyways, and you train with me and I charge you a half. So he he wants to train and he earns at least the half, but he's not refusing to do his workout. People coach fitness has a life. They sleep sometimes as well. So this is a way to the coach to earn some extra money, and also I think it's very interesting for a new way of experience, because as you already know, when people hire a coach, it's aspirational. It's like, I want to look like him or her. So that's why I want him or her to train me. But in this case, it's more experience. It's like, I don't train, he doesn't train me. I train with him. So what he does for him to look like he's looking, I will do it. It's like experience, like I'm in his world, and having access of his world. So, and I think this is very interesting. I think it's a new concept. It's not completely a new concept because that gym owner told me, but not as a business model, not as a new way of, as far as I know, it doesn't exist. I think it's very interesting. Good for the coach, good for the people. It's a new experience. Train with me. I don't train you. You train with me. So you get my energy. You feel it's more aspirational than me training you. You train with me. So you have, this motivation. You think, hey, I'm in his world. I'm into his secret. So just, and not lying. This is not a scam. This is, what I mean? It's not a scam. It's legit. And I think it's very interesting. Of course, like I said, sorry, my English is not that good. In this regard, and in everything I already explained, one key point is that this is not restricting at all. There are methods to increase people in the off-peak hours. Restrictive. You can only go at this time, or only on weekends, or things like that. My approach is whatever is existing now with a new layer. So you have freedom. You can do whatever you're doing now. You pay and you train, and you go more, you go less. That's it. You don't care about any discount or training with a gym par or meeting people. You can not use it, and you don't lose. You don't pay extra. You only can win, and you have freedom. You have freedom to chat with the coach, to train with the coach. The coach also, hey, I don't want to train with you, or I can do that, but I don't want to do it. I need my space. I prefer not that extra money, and I want to train alone. To not, whatever. I need my space to be alone. I'm a lonely wolf, like me. I'm a lonely wolf. Makes sense? And I think this is it. Any comments? If you are a hater, don't do that, because I'm very good humiliating haters with my comments, answering you. But don't be afraid. If you have to criticize something, like with respect, I'm open. I don't get offended. Okay. say this is not good because of this or that. If you want to talk, I'm open to talk. LinkedIn, Fernando Maeda. You can check my post on LinkedIn. Instagram, fernando.maeda4. Or on the comments. Just to talk, to share ideas. If you have ideas similar than mine. I'm in Miami, so if you are in Miami, we can meet and speak in person. If you are an investor, you are open to be a co-founder, to be advisor, to collaborate in any ways. Like I said, only talking, only sharing ideas. If you want to share me your ideas or want my feedback on something you are working with, or telling me, telling me something to improve, I'm open, okay? I think that's it. Peace out. God bless.